Hi, my name is Nick Bove, and first of all, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. It is a huge responsibility to select the new play-by-play voice for any professional hockey team. It's a position that's filled with immense responsibilities, so I understand that it's not a decision that can be made lightly. I appreciate you for considering me to be the next play-by-play voice for your team. What you're about to see on my reel is some of the experience that I've accrued over the past few years, doing play-by-play for my alma mater, Boston University, for the Providence Bruins of the American Hockey League, and most recently, here in Duluth, Georgia, from this vantage point at the arena at Gwinnett Center, the home of the ECHL's Gwinnett Gladiators. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to contact me at my email address or phone number listed below. And once again, thanks for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy. Jopke's going to get it right back, though, and not get away from his man. Here comes Hughes. It's going to be a one-on-one break. Legault will join him for a two-on-one opportunity. Scores on the backhand. Maxime Legault makes it 2-1. As the penalty expires, Stager has to go out to play the puck as Matson was coming out of the box. Wild has it behind Stager. Centers a pass and a shot and a goal. That's C.J. Severin on the nice centering pass from Cody Wild. Ties the score at 2 with 2:36 to go in the second. Cody Wild, top of the zone, taken away. Now here comes Joey Haddad. Another chance for another breakaway. He's going to take it himself. Backhand, he scores! Up top, a short-handed goal for the Gladiators. They hold a 1-0 lead. Skated all alone, delayed, and took a last-second backhand shot, and he roofs this one over Gibson. 1-0 Gladiators with 10:46 to go in the first period. Now top of the zone, shot sails high, a rebound opportunity. Can't be handled by Dane Walters. A nice defensive play by the Gladiators. Shot in from the point. Second chance, they score. Taylor Law, his second of the game, gets a nice rebound opportunity at the near side face-off circle, and he buries it. 4-1 Elmira. 14 minutes to go in the second. Culligan and Cameron to Malcolm's right. Another false start off the draw. Both sides very antsy on these face-offs, really trying to take advantage of the win. Culligan does win it. Pass up to Sevchenko. Quick shot in on net. They score! That one was tipped in from the top of the zone, and Maxime Legault makes it 2-1.
Not a lot you can do as a goaltender on that one. It was a high shot from the point, and nice work by Legault to deflect this in without a high stick, because the original shot was lofted from the point by Sevchenko, kind of arced in, and Legault just deflected it right through the legs of Malcolm, who was getting ready for a high shot coming in. Nice work by Sevchenko at the high midpoint. The puck almost got by him. He kicked it with his right skate to himself, got the shot off, and it was deflected right through the legs.
It might have been tipped twice, I think. Culligan knocked it down with a mid-level stick, and then Legault right out in front, a last-second tip. Now Walker enters the zone on an opportunity. Puck comes off of his stick. Himmelman with a nice defensive play, but the Gladiators maintain possession at the near side half boards. Now we're going to get a penalty coming up here. I believe it's going to come against the Road Warriors as the Gladiators were threatening in the near side corner. 12:43 to go here in the second. It's 2-1 Gwinnett.
That goal, Legault from Sevchenko and Haddad, so it wasn't deflected twice, unless they end up changing it down the line, but that'll be the second assist on the night for Haddad, and for Legault now on the season, up to 15 goals and 37 points. And now Gwinnett, chance to add to that 2-1 lead, go on the power play, a cross-checking call to Noro.
Face-off won by Piero Zabatel. It's Springer at the near side point. Back over to Piero Zabatel, almost out of the zone, trying to pass it back to his defenseman, but CPZ keeps it in. Now a long pass, and Gene's going to take it away, a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Road Warriors. Gene's going to take it himself, backhand pass, Rowe just missed an open net on the near side post. Now here come the Gladiators back the other way. Springer carries it far side, tries to get around Cole, but loses it in his skates, and Cole will clear.
Greenville on the power, I should say Gwinnett on the power play, 13.2%, 20th in the league. Greenville on the penalty kill, 89.1%. That is first in the ECHL.
But the Gladiators are 2 for their last 3 on the power play against this Road Warriors PK as the Gladiators enter the zone offside. 1:19 to go in their power play opportunity.
Yeah, it's been frustrating lately for the Gwinnett power play because they've had great possession time in the offensive zone. It's not like the puck's getting cleared constantly and they're having to chase it. You know, they'll get set up. They just haven't really turned their shots and chances into goals on the power play. It's really that simple. They just have had a little trouble finishing on the power play lately, but on the plus side, like you said, they've had some success against Greenville recently to build off of.
Interestingly enough, in that 6-goal outburst on Saturday, only 2 power play opportunities. They did score on one of them on a Dirk Southern goal. Gladiators have possession in the offensive zone right now. Sevchenko at the far side point. Shovels that one up ahead. Curry over to Clune, top of the zone. Back to Sevchenko, back to Clune. Clune's going to step up, take a shot. That one is blocked away. Curry handles the rebound at the far side faceoff circle. Sevchenko, top of the zone, fakes the shot. Back to Curry at the point. Now Sevchenko, top of the zone, over to Clune. Near side half-board, skates back and forth. Passes it over to Everson. Now Sevchenko, top of the zone. Slap shot in. Rebound, they score! Another goal. Dirk Southern tips it in. It is 3-1 Gwinnett.
Greenville was just not challenging the man at the point. They weren't doing a good enough job. They had all their guys parked down low. Well, the problem is Malcolm's giving up big rebounds. He gave up another big one there, right to Dirk Southern on the far side of the crease, and he just backhanded in an empty net. You had 3 Greenville defensemen or players just standing there. So, for the top-ranked penalty kill in the league, that was a pretty weak effort. The Gladiators had that puck in the offensive zone through the entire power play. Beautifully done. 1 for 1 on the night, and they have a 3-1 lead.
And 3 for their last 4 on the man advantage as well. The Road Warriors maintain possession through the neutral zone. Rowe now up ahead. Nichols can't control it. Over in the far side corner. The Road Warriors tip it back over towards Nichols. Now Rowe in the near side corner. Backhands a pass to Nichols. Takes a shot in. That one's blocked away by Guggenberger behind the net. Now here comes Will McDonald, skating hard through the neutral zone. Southern, now Merrifield on the far side, but here comes McDonald, just tipped wide. Nice streaking opportunity for Will McDonald. Now Yogan up ahead to Haggerty. Here come the Road Warriors the other way. A long pass out of Rowe's reach, and that's icing with 10:43 to go in the second. And welcome back to the Gladiators pregame show. It is time for the YP Keys to the Game. I'm Nick Bove, and that is Gladiators alternate captain Dirk Southern. Dirk, you guys are facing the Elmira Jackals again tonight. You faced them on Wednesday night. What did you see out of those guys?
I just thought they came out and actually worked pretty hard in the first period, and they kind of took it to us. And I like a lot of the games in this year. It took us a little bit to get going. I think we finished strong, but we have to play for a full 60 minutes tonight, and hopefully as a group we can do that.
Now, this is the final game of the season, game 72. From a captain's perspective or leadership perspective, what have you thought about the entire season for the Gladiators, especially in the second half?
I mean, obviously it's disappointing because as a team, the 72 games during the regular season is more or less a chance to find your identity and hopefully be on a good roll going into the playoffs, and that's not happening for us this year. So obviously that's a disappointment, I think, for everybody's standpoint. So I think in the second half we tended to play a little bit better and got more towards maybe our identity and trying to get up the ice and forecheck. I think we have a good group of forwards that can get up the ice and skate, and our defensemen join the rush. So, but altogether on a whole, I think for everybody it's disappointing because, this is our last game of the season, and you try to play into April and June.
Would you say that as of late, this is the best hockey that this team has been playing, so it's disappointing that you aren't playing in the postseason?
I mean, yeah, I think of recently, we had that tough stretch there. We went on the 8-game road trip, but, when we played Florida for those 5 games in a row, I was disappointed it was to play Florida 5 times in a row, albeit play the same team. I felt like we found our groove a little bit, and like I said, in terms of us playing, in terms of having energy and getting up the ice and working back to the puck, I think those are areas that we improved on in the second half, and I think it showed in some of our games. We lost a lot of games by 1 goal, so at the end of the day, I guess as players it's on us, but there were some definitely positive things to take out of the second half.
Well, it'll be an early start to the summer. Do you guys have any plans, or you specifically, do you have any plans coming up for this summer?
You want me to throw out the old cliche that I'm going to be golfing?
Seems like everybody on the team does it.
I think as I get older, things change a little bit for me. I think when I was 21, it was more or less go back and train and see my friends, and obviously I'm going to train, but I'm going to try and get my feet wet into maybe get into some connections in terms of sales positions and stuff like that. I obviously plan on continuing to play hockey, but as you get older, I'd like to continue to maybe make some connections in my hometown in terms of, getting the ball rolling in terms of after hockey, as I will obviously prepare for next season and continue to play. But I think that's going to be one of the things that I'd like to get done this summer.
Do you know what the weather is like currently in Winnipeg?
Horrible. Yeah, my mom's actually avoiding it. She's in Phoenix. Was just recently in Las Vegas. Just keep that quiet for my dad's in the game tonight. But who knows what mom's up to in Vegas? Probably shopping. But she's in Phoenix right now. But I recently just saw a picture where there was snow on the ground. So it's kind of disappointing with here being so nice and people by the pool. And I'll go back home to, having a warm winter coat and jeans on instead of shorts. So.
Well, and last thing. The Gladiators fans have been fantastic all season here at the arena at Gwinnett Center. Do you have any parting words for the Gladiator faithful?
Nothing more than a huge thank you. Obviously, it was a disappointing year and a lot of turnover, I think, in the AA level. It's hard for fans to get a chance to get to know the players because there's such a easy turnover in terms of faces and who you get to know, and it's so quick. But as an organization point from the players, I'd like to thank each and every fan for coming out to all the games and getting a chance to support us. Teddy Partos was amazing this year, and some of the games around Christmas time. So we hope that it continues, obviously, throughout next year. And just from me and from a personal standpoint, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the games and especially the marketing events that we had. And it's been a real pleasure to meet everybody, and hopefully they're back for next year.
All right, so there you have it. Gladiators alternate captain Dirk Southern in the YP keys to the game. We'll take a break and be back with more on the Gladiators pregame show on North Georgia's News Talk, AM 550 and FM 102.9 WDUN. And welcome back to the Gladiators pregame show. Now it's time for Coach's Corner. Nick Bove down on the ice at the arena at Gwinnett Center with head coach Rick Emmett. Now, Rick, last night it was a 3-2 win over South Carolina. A couple weeks ago, you had the same result against the same team, but for some reason, last night felt like a bigger win. What did you think about it?
Well, I mean, I think probably felt a little bit bigger just coming off the break, and everybody sees that as, even though technically it's not the halfway point, but coming back from a break, getting off to a good start, and that's certainly what we needed to do, and we got that accomplished last night.
Now, last night was also big in that you got three guys that have been out for quite a bit of time with Dirk Southern, Brendan Walker, Justin Weller. But it was Antoine Corbin that made a huge impact on the game, scoring 2 goals. He had a season-high 8 shots, a season-high for the team. When a guy like that is scoring goals, do you send him any message, or do you just let him go out there and do what he's doing?
You just let him do what he's doing. He's a shooter, and although he's a defenseman, he does have a big shot, and that's just allow him to get himself in positions, and when he is there, let the shot go. And it's really that simple for him, get yourself in the position, be ready to shoot, and that's what we want, and that's what the guys expect on the team from him. That's a skill set that he has, so obviously a big key for us.
Tonight is against the Wheeling Nailers. Kind of feels a little strange facing a team for the first time at this point of the season after facing the South Division so many times. As you said, it's been kind of a crazy week in that there was the holidays. So how do you prep the team to get ready for a team that they haven't faced yet when it's been such a crazy week?
Well, I mean, it's just about getting on tape, downloading a game and spending some hours after last night's game and putting those hours in and just looking for tendencies, looking at special teams, things of that nature, set situations. And you try to gather up as much information as you can, pass it on to the players this morning in our scouting report through video, and gave them, like I said, maybe some tendencies that they have, some of their set situations and their special teams. So try not to inundate them too much where they're thinking, but again, where there's some stuff they can be aware of and be ready for tonight.
Now, leaving tonight for Indiana, playing 2 games with Fort Wayne and Evansville in this upcoming week. When it comes to long road trips, what do you do to stay sane on the bus?
That's what the laptop's for, and you watch more games and more video and try to get as much done as you can within those hours. Obviously, you'd like to try to get some rest as well, but the big thing is try to use as many of those hours as you can efficiently, and like I said, getting some scouting reports done for the upcoming teams we haven't seen yet, although Fort Wayne in that manner. But again, just try to use those minutes and hours as much as you can.
Now, before that trip, tonight's game is the last home game of 2013 at the arena at Gwinnett Center. So do you have a message for the fans here tonight?
No, obviously it's a holiday week, and I just want everybody to wish everybody the best in the holidays and the best in the new year to come, and then again, stay safe, and hopefully everybody has a good holiday.
All right, so that is Gladiators head coach Rick Emmett in Coach's Corner. We'll take a break and be back with YP Keys to the Game after this message on the Gladiators pregame show, North Georgia's News Talk, AM 550 and FM 102.9 WDUN.
This is the Gwinnett Gladiators pregame show on North Georgia's News Talk, AM 550 and FM 102.9 WDUN. Stay tuned for a preview of the game. Hear from Gladiators head coach Rick Emmett during Coach's Corner, and get the YP keys to the game. That and more coming up next on the Gladiators pregame show. Broken bones, dislocated shoulders, sprains, and strains, it's all just part of the game. When it happens to a Gladiator, they turn to Dr. Brian Morgan at Southern Orthopedic Specialists. At Southern Orthopedic Specialists, they focus on the treatment of fractures and dislocations, sprains, and strains, as well as arthritis and osteoporosis at their 6 Metro Atlanta locations. Visit Southern Orthopedics online at sosatlanta.com for the location nearest you. Make sure you join us early at all home games this season for the Countdown to Face-Off, presented by Nationwide Insurance, Swanee Pizza Tavern, and Dick's Sporting Goods. The countdown starts 18 minutes before face-off each night. Register during the countdown to win a $15 gift certificate, courtesy of Swanee Pizza Tavern, along with special giveaways from Dick's Sporting Goods. Don't miss all the action of Atlanta's one and only professional hockey team, your Gwinnett Gladiators. Go online to GwinnettGladiators.com for more information.
Hamilton takes a shot, kicked away, and now Cross comes out. 10 seconds to go. Providence has a 3-on-2 as they enter the zone. Cross passes one back over, and a shot saved by Staylock. The rebound goes back behind the net, and the horn will sound. As now we have more scrapping on the ice. Here goes Hansen. Hansen in a headlock. Tries to battle it out with number 26, James Livingston, and Livingston goes down. So a little after the whistle brawling. Robbins taps on the glass from the penalty box with his stick. And it looks like Hansen will be going back to the box to start the second period. As Roy Sommer is definitely not happy with that call, having to kill 2 minutes of 5-on-3, especially after the last Bruins power play was very strong. They got 3 shots off. Face-off is to Staylock's right side. And we are ready to go here. It'll be Camper along with McCarthy. And the face-off is won by the Bruins. Bork goes back to play it. Passes it over to the point. Now Trotman. Trotman goes back and forth. Now Cross through the zone. Bork. Oh, man, what a save by Staylock. As Staylock reached across the line on the near side, Bork had the one-time opportunity, and Staylock just robbed him on the line. And after that, Staylock even went over to Carter Camper, it looked like, and rubbed it in his face that he made the save on that. 1:20 to go in the power play as Warsofsky dumps it back behind the net. Kennedy goes out to play it. Trotman keeps it in, passes over towards Warsofsky. Now over to Camper on the near side. Back to the point, and Warsofsky over to Trotman. Back to Warsofsky. Slap shot and a goal! There it is! It goes into the back of the net. It might have been tipped, but either way, it is 4-3 Providence. Another power play goal, this time with 11:44 to go. This power play has been working very well for the Bruins tonight, and it's a good thing because there have been a ton of penalties. He's hit almost into the boards. Now an opportunity in the slot. Kick save by Svedberg. Brody Reed had an opportunity all alone in the slot, but Svedberg got a toe on it. Now another opportunity by Brody Reed, and it's kicked away. Sharks back behind the net, skating with it, is Shepard out to the point. Now a shot sails wide as Reed tried to get a redirect. Matsumoto back behind the net with under 15 seconds. Centering opportunity, shoots and scores. Matsumoto in the slot as the Bruins tried to clear the zone. Matsumoto got the turnover and had a wide open shot in the slot, and he banks it in with 10.5 seconds left in the game. The Sharks take a 5-4 lead as the fans slowly make their way to the exits. Oh, what a heartbreaker here in Providence. The Sharks were threatening in that last minute, getting all sorts of pressure behind Svedberg. And eventually Matsumoto got some separation and was able to turn around and take a shot and bank one off the top crossbar and in.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to WTBU Sports Radio's presentation of Boston University women's ice hockey. It's the 2012 Women's Hockey East Championship game between the Boston University Terriers and the Providence College Friars. Abby Gauthier enters the zone. Menard gets it back away, but Gauthier gets it back and takes a shot, weak angle shot on the far side. Several players fall down in the scrum, but Sperry holds on to it. 17:36 to go in the first. Carries it herself. Providence going on a line change. Bowie has an opportunity, takes a shot, and it's just kicked away by Sperry. But she's hit by two Friars. Now the Terriers will have to reset. Bad turnover by Stoneberg, right in front. Shot and a goal. Oh my goodness. Poor Stoneberg. She gave up a bad turnover at the far face-off circle, and the Friars are able to cash in. 1-0 Friars with 9:11 to go in the first. Boards. Harley Warren passes for Menard. Menard up ahead to Louise Warren. Warren did a nice move to escape the check and takes a shot in the slot that's held onto by Lacasse.
And now here come the Terriers through the neutral zone. It's Menard on the near side. She's going to backhand a centering pass for Poulin, who knocks the netting off its mooring. The Terriers didn't have numbers in their favor, but Menard still making things happen. 15:03 to go in the third. Puck knocked away at the point. Here comes Providence the other way. It's Simpson with Fratkin trailing. She's going to take a shot, and she just misses wide as she falls down. That was a huge opportunity in the last 3 minutes for Providence. And now Watchorn's going to bring it back around. She's going to try and skate through. She's hit hard in the slot by Corinne Bowie. She falls down, and we're going to have a penalty here. It looks like it's going to be a body checking call against Tara Watchorn. She's down on the ice. She is in a lot of pain. I don't know why she's going off, but this is huge for the Terriers. With 1:34 to go in the game, Karen Sperry was ready to get off the ice for an extra attacker, and instead the Terriers are going to be down a player. I don't know why this is a body checking call against Watchorn. She was just trying to get the puck out. Corinne Bowie met her hard, and it's going to be Watchorn, the one that's going to be serving the penalty, interestingly enough. Face-off won by the Terriers. Dug out of the corner and a pass ahead to Wakefield. Sperry getting waved over emphatically to the bench as the Terriers enter the attacking zone. Wakefield up ahead to Poulin, and Poulin is knocked down hard from behind. This is going to be a penalty against Providence College with 1:19 to go, and it's going to be Ashley Cottrell going to the box for an interference call. So with 1:13 to go, it's 5-on-4 for the Terriers, and this is the most important face-off. From Lacasse's right side, it's won by Poulin. Pass back to Wakefield, now over to Bouchy and over to Miller on the near side point. Wraps one around the boards and behind the net for Menard, who leaves it for Poulin. Now Miller winds and fires. It's deflected. Rebound gathered by Poulin. Pass back to Bouchy. And now Wakefield at the far dot takes a shot that's deflected back behind the net. Wakefield gets her own rebound. Passes one through the slot for Poulin, who dumps it back out to the point. Miller over to Bouchy. Now Wakefield's going to try again at the far dot. Takes another shot that's deflected. She gets her own rebound again and tries to pass one over to Miller that's tipped and knocked out. So with 35 seconds, the Terriers have to regroup in their defensive end. Miller backhands one to Wakefield. Now Wakefield up ahead to Miller. She's going to take it up into the offensive end and now leave one back behind for Poulin, who centers a pass for Menard, but it doesn't go. It goes all the way through to the corner. Providence tries to bring it around. Now it's intercepted. Menard scrapping for it, but it's Wakefield who wraps it around the boards, back out to the point. Fratkin over to Poulin. At the dot, takes a shot. Oh my goodness! They score with 7.7 seconds left. Unbelievable! Marie-Philippe Poulin at the near side face-off circle. She scores, and it's 1-1. The Terriers still have life after an amazing offensive possession. It might have been tipped out in front, but oh my goodness, what a goal. Unbelievable.
And Poulin has to wait for Wakefield to get back on side. Now here comes Poulin all alone. She is hooked big time. That should be a penalty shot if I've ever seen one. It's going to be a hook, and I believe they're just going to give her a 2-minute penalty, but that should have been a penalty shot. She had a breakaway, and she was hooked from behind. 2-on-2 the other way. Here comes Wakefield, centers herself, gets around her defender, takes a shot that just tips over the net. There was open space. Second opportunity, jamming at it. Puck was loose in the crease, but officials blew the whistle because they couldn't find the puck. Some more great opportunities, and that was fueled all by Jen Wakefield. Corner. out into neutral ice. It's tipped up over Frecken's head, and that will end the first overtime period. No score, but a lot of great action on both ends. I got to say, I'd have to give the advantage to BU. They seem to have a lot more opportunities on the pass. Lose the puck behind the net, though. Friedman decides not to shoot it. Now Pendleton off the post, off the crossbar. That one rose, and Sperry put a glove hand up, but she didn't get it. Good thing, too, she could have tipped that one down in. And now here comes Menard out of the neutral zone into the offensive end now on the near side. Skates around Vela. Centers a pass for Wakefield. Wakefield has it. Giant goal! Boston University has won the 2012 Hockey East Championship. It took double overtime, but Jen Wakefield sends the Terriers to the NCAA tournament. Great job by a great team and a great game. It was an all-time classic, and we're glad that you tuned in and listened with us. For Ethan Levitt and Nick Garrido, I'm Nick Bove, saying good night from Hyannis, Massachusetts. Boston University has won the 2012 Hockey East Championship. Good night. We'll see you next time.